Gout. Interestingly enough, a study followed 48,000 men for an average of 10 years and discovered that within 2 years of a gout diagnosis, the risk of erectile dysfunction was 77% higher. Gout.
Got that gout cloud going.
Gout.
Got that gout cloud going.
Gout.
Inflammation's on my feet. Oh yeah, it's hurting me.
Gout.
Got that gout cloud going.
Gout.
Got that gout cloud going.
Gout.
Inflammation's on my feet. Oh yeah, it's hurting me.
Gout.
That's what it's about. Put some cherry juice right in my mouth. Eating all the red meat. Bitch, please look at my feet. That's what it's about. It's that
Gout.
got that gout cloud going.
Gout.
Got that gout cloud going.
Gout.
Inflammation's on my feet. Oh yeah, it's hurting me.
Gout.
Got that gout cloud going.
Gout.
Got that gout cloud going.
Gout.
Inflammation's on my feet.
Gout.
Oh yeah, it's hurting me.
Gout.
Take that bitch out for the clout. If you know what that shit's about, shut your mouth. Yeah, that bitch is so fucking fat. I'm just stating facts. Might just hit it from the back. Yeah, kinda shit to make my hardware into Microsoft. Eating so much red meat, I don't wanna stop. Might need to pop a blue pill. If I don't hit that ass, I don't know who will.
Gout.
Got that gout cloud going.
Gout.
Got that gout cloud going.
Gout.
Inflammation's on my feet. Oh yeah, it's hurting me.
Gout.
Got that gout cloud going.
Gout.
Got that gout cloud going.
Gout.
Inflammation's on my feet.
Gout.
Oh yeah, it's hurting me.
It's disappointing to me, and it's sad, but at the same time, you know, just once again, all the detractors, they said this was gonna happen, and they were right.
Holy shit, Phil. The detractors.
They were right.
Holy shit, Phil. Your detractors.
They were right.
Holy shit, Phil. Do you hear yourself right now?
They were right.
Like, we totally fucked him.
Oh, fuck all that noise. Get you a bottle of gin from Total Wine. Fire up your TV. Drink your gin. Drink your gin. Consequences have actions, Pep. Here's what you gotta do. Drink your gin. Drink a Pepsi later on. Play your fucking WB champions. Consequences have actions, Pep.
Holy shit, Phil. The detractors.
They were right.
Holy shit, Phil. Your detractors.
They were right.
Holy shit, Phil. Do you hear yourself right now?
They were right.
Like, we totally fucked him. Stop being a fucking victim. You fucking bitch. You fucking asshole. Own your shit. Own your shit. Own it. Holy shit, Phil. The detractors.
They were right.
Bitch. Holy shit, Phil. Your detractors.
They were right.
Bitch. Holy shit, Phil. Do you hear yourself, bitch?
They were right.
Like, we totally fucked him. You're still on mission 1. No, I'm not gonna let you lie. I know you're lying. I'm gonna pick on you. I know you're lying. Being dishonest and begging for money and people wanting justice. He is not a real person. He is not genuine. He is not honest. He's a scammer. I just see a scammer.
They were right.
Holy shit, Phil. The detractors.
They were right.
Holy shit, Phil. Your detractors.
They were right.
Holy shit, Phil. I just see a scammer. Begging. Like, we totally fucked him.
All right, I'm done. I'm done.
I understand everything now. I know why there's this hate wave on him, and it's been on him for years. It's because of this bullshit.
American Mall.
Why do I say I'm not a children's entertainer? Because I'm not a Muppet. I'm not here to play a character. I'm not here to pretend that I'm something that I'm not. I don't dye my hair. I don't act stupidly constantly to get attention from children. I don't do stupid pranks. You know what I mean?
That being said.
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 Hello. This is Phil Burnett. All right. And just wanted to tell you that I love the podcast. That being said, big ups. That being said, which vest is podcast best? That being said, relaxing, chill, interactive, fun. That being said, which vest is podcast best? That being said, relaxing, chill, interactive, fun. ALT Insider, the legend. Fantastic Mr. Sam, the dentist. Speak to the dead, psychological style host. Meerkat, artistic style host. That being said, which vest is podcast best? That being said, which vest is podcast best?
If there was ever meaningful content, it's being produced right here on That Being Said.
Incredibly easy to laugh at the topics we were just talking about in this show. And welcome, everybody, to the Tire Think, where we talk about all kinds of tires, tire treads, tire sizes, rims. Lots of different tire talk is going to be had today. We got logical style. We got musical style, and we got secret musical style, and also Wizard of Oz style. I am the host. I need a style. I don't know what I am. Don't say old style. It's not going to be funny. Think of something bigger than that. Host style host. Okay. We got a lot of stuff to get to. What has happened in the last, last 24 hours? I think it's been since this new saga. This one is truly a saga. There's nothing else to call this one but a saga. Tire saga, Tire Gate. I prefer Tire Gate, I think. But quick business style announcements. Tournament was, we were thinking like we wanted to finish the tournament today, but then Tire Gate happened. And it's kind of like, I don't want to diminish the win of the tournament. We saw the amazing stuff the tournament has for us. So we're going to push that off to Sunday. The final of the tournament is going to be Sunday, where it gets its full respect and full, time to shine, which I think it deserves, because people brought the heat with the tournament, and we will definitely do that in its full capacity on Sunday. Don't worry about that. I see some great answers for my kind of style, ancient style, geriatric style. Thanks so much for that, everybody. Really nice guys out there. You guys
Antique roadshow style.
Very supportive audience. I love this. Thank you so much. Makes me feel really great. Any other business style? Oh, one more business style announcement. Mr. Sam has an announcement for everybody. Go ahead, Sam, please.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do it. Fuck it. I know there's Sony things going on, and they're probably, as Meerkat would say, cooking us at the moment. So you can talk about it. It's fine. But I'm going to try and stay spoiler free and then do a stream of it afterwards. So it'll be a late night, not live react, but somewhat react. And I believe Meerkat's joining me, and maybe ALT, we'll see, and maybe Steve. I don't know. Everyone's welcome.
Yes, definitely. So it should be fun. We'll try to redirect you right to Sam's. Well, if you got to set it up though, Sam, but we'll try to get you there to Sam's stream after this, and it'd be really cool. Go check out the PlayStation, whatever's going on. But anyways, we got some business to get to here. So obviously tire. What else you want to talk about? Fuck everything else. Tire. I'm gonna try to do a quick summary before we get to that.
There is the Ryu costume because I'm tired of all the tire talk.
Oh, that's true.
I just saw it flash past in chat. So I think it was Mario Faker said, "Don't forget," because yeah,
I did forget about that. The side hole, the peephole on the side. That's my favorite aspect of the costume for sure. Is the side hole. You can just peek right in there and get a little look and close it up.
I think my favorite bit was the headband revealing like the imperfections in his hairline.
Yeah, you got the straight hairline that goes down the valleys. Yeah, that was beautiful. Beautiful. So that happened, and obviously he got wailed out immensely for that. But that seems like forever ago, actually. With all the shit that's been happening.
Skipping over the recovered former alcoholic, able to drink 9 shots of tequila and not even be buzzed.
Not even a problem.
That, not even worth it. Yeah, it's fine.
And don't forget, at the Christmas event, he had like 2 beers. Like, well, I'm already feeling it, guys. 2 beers makes you feel it, but 9 shots of the tequila, no problem, man. It's like water. Slides
makes
down
you
the gullet.
think, man. He was the first couple of times he was drinking on stream. He was really paranoid. You can see him because he knows what happens when he drinks. He ends up talking a bunch of trash and not being impulsive the usual way that he is, and getting himself in trouble. And on the Fight and Feast event, he didn't really mind taking all these shots. He was taking them like it was nothing. So it gets me thinking, I don't know, maybe something suspicious going on there. Are we drinking water? Are we getting it watered down? I don't know, man.
I will say he was
theory.
taking super smooth. Like it was like I was a heavy drinker once in my day. I can't take the tequila like that. It's that like just a little tipping it back and like yummy, that shit.
It's hot.
Man.
You throw it back. Tequila. Tequila ends nights for me. There are many nights in my life where I can recall things to a shot of tequila and then blackness.
Yeah.
And that's just like, a shot. I don't do much else. So the idea that you could have that many and not be feeling some level of buzzed, it's weird to me, that.
He was noticeably pissed though, wasn't he? There was a bit of like, I mean, he can take his drink, but he was slurring, and I noticed he was doing something I've not seen him do a lot of. I know he does the lip thing that everyone focuses on, but he was doing a lot of this. Right, tongue was constantly in his cheek.
Somebody's gonna turn this into a GIF now. Congratulations, you have become a meme.
We should all do the tongue thing. Yeah, that's what I think. Team Health. Well. We'll get to it a little bit later, but Team Divorce is in shambles. Headquarters on fire. The stock has been sold. It's becoming a penny stock very quickly.
I think you'll find that the last time Phil had I have to stop the stream. My wife's got a problem at work. I'll be back later. That did not end well relationship-wise. So Team Divorce is doing quite well recently.
Ooh, okay.
So,
I'm more in Team Divorce. Does it count if it happens in the future? Because I think we're on the path there. You know what I mean? Like, divorce hasn't happened yet, but I think we could be on that path where it comes up in a month or two. And we also talk about the food, I guess. I mean, this is we're kind of becoming our normal Sunday show because we're trying to like talk about enough stuff to get to the modern shit. So like. Yeah. We have to do it. We can't ignore it. But the food items that Kat cooked, of course, by her own free will. She definitely wanted to do this. She was excited to do things. This would give her something to do. And she cooked the food. Wait, I got a lot of quotes to get through here. Kat cooked the food by herself with all the ingredients that she made herself, everything. I don't know how much % of that you believe. For me, it's very, very little. And it would not be surprising if Kat didn't cook a damn thing there. Everything was pre-made, and he went away for enough time to make it, and then he came out and said, like, but then he overacted, like, said it was so good. So, I mean, in the end, she probably didn't make it. But it was really bad how he is overplaying how good everything is, and when something's wrong, it's not her fault. It is the recipe's fault. And this is one of the weird things. Real things before we get into this. Weird thing Phil does. For some reason, he knows adult husbands should not bust on their wife's cooking. That's something you don't do. So he goes. So of course
they should
he goes.
bust on their wife's cookie.
Exactly. Exactly. That's what he thinks normal humans do that. So he goes above and beyond in that way, right? Oh my God, this is so delicious. Blah, blah, blah. Best thing ever. But for the normal shit, like not sharing restraining orders in your wife's past, he doesn't know that's not a good thing. But he knows you can't make fun of your wife's cooking. So if you watch that, it's cringe level of holy shit, it's the best food ever, and it fucked up. Oh, she did everything exactly like the recipe. It just wasn't the recipe's fault, guys. I thought that was like an interesting show of Phil's, I don't know, not morality is not the right word, but mindset on marriage is like, you can't do that. But you can't make fun of cooking, but you can share restraining orders and say they suck at parking, they suck at all this other shit. That's no problem. But you cannot make fun of her cooking. So he's a nice guy in his mind. But what do you think about that, Steve?
Every time there is a recipe, they do not follow it. And then there is a problem with the food, and it's because the recipe is wrong. The roast is my favorite, but there was another example here of I think they had to pre-cook the dough balls or whatever it was. They had to make sure before they went to fry them, and they didn't. And then they were uncooked by the end of it, so they had to stick them in the oven for a bit. So again, it's like, you give them the instructions, don't deviate from them, and you should be okay. But instead, he's like, too much wine, I'll put in a quarter. Why is it fucked up? Why is it dry? Yeah, every time. So
it's just like,
you imagine him trying to put up Future. Sorry.
Yeah.
Can you imagine him trying to put IKEA furniture up or something like that?
Oh God, this is too many screws. Fuck that. What happened? He sits down and breaks. But you know what I'm saying, right, Sam? Like, when your wife cooks, you kind of, no matter what it is, you got to say it's good, right? It's just kind of like a rule.
Yeah, it's one of those unwritten marriage rules. My wife does all the cooking though, so I can't complain.
Yeah. So but then you don't do that. So in Phil's mind, he heard that I'm a nice guy man, so I won't make fun of her cooking. But then he has forgot about all the other stuff you can't do, like we're going to talk about later, like her parking. She needs to park, and also it's her fault that Jasper wasn't in on the stream one day. Oh yeah, you weren't. Cat was home early. So you weren't here. Sorry, guys. You know why Cat was home? Because she had a obviously allergic reaction enough to have to go home. That seems pretty serious to me. That don't forget about that. She went home early. That was like the end. Oh wow, my whole day's ruined. She came home early, and he was definitely noticeably freaking out about that. Huh? What? Cat's home early. It's just like close the door.
Because he planned a bit of a alone time. And now he's like, oh, fuck, she's in the house now.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Nothing but disappointment.
Oh. Yes.
His night ruined now, that.
Oh, God. And yeah, by the way, yes, thanks for pointing that out, Tractor Goose. He was reading the recipe back because people called out about those fish balls. He said, I think the recipe, you're supposed to cook the chicken first. And he said, no, she did just like recipe. So he started reading it, and then he just skipped over the part where it said cook the chicken first. Just didn't read that part. Just don't read it. He needs that part. That's not important. And anyways, never forget that she didn't even fucking want to do that. Phil asked her to do it to give her something to do. So yeah. And also, before we get into the tire thing, keep the edging going a little bit more. He is overemphasizing Cat's involvement in everything in a major way more than ever before. Everything has to do with Cat now. Cat used to be a randomly announced thing where he's like, oh, Cat's getting home this time, Cat's getting this stuff. Now it's, oh my God, she gets beginning of a stream start with something praising her, something they did together. It's just, he is on full court press of, which I am now a new team forming, I feel, Team Marital Problems. Because that is key. That is I want to start.
Evidence.
I want to start championing this team, Team Marital Problems, because clearly something's going on. You don't just randomly start talking about Cat more for no reason. You think they fell in love more or something? Come on.
Do you think she might have watched a stream then? And that's why she's like, look, mate, come on. I've seen how you talk about me now.
Probably.
Fucking fix this or I'm gone. You'll have to make your own one. You'll have to make your own dinner.
She was watching the cooking parts. Like, she was watching that. And I could see Cat, she's kind of a jealous person. In that one incident where he talked about his college love, she went full beast mode rage. So she probably did watch that part, and that's why he was overacting. Like, oh my God, it's so juicy. Oh my God, it's incredible. And then recipe fucked this one up. Oh my God, recipe fucked this up. She followed it to the letter. She did everything perfectly and fucked it up, but I don't know. So Meerkat, where's your allegiance lie now? Let's get a recap of Meerkat's thoughts on what team you're on. Did anything change? Go ahead.
Now, here's the thing. I think you make a convincing argument, but it's all founded on this idea of a bunch of assumptions about their relationship dynamics, where you kind of assume you know how they work, but maybe if it's completely off, then it all falls apart. The stock goes right into the ground and people lose all their money they've invested, right? And that's like trillions of dollars, as we all know. So I'm still holding my health coin, and I'm still I'm being cautious for now. I think they're doing good, because I'm thinking if you're gonna marry Phil, you're gonna be literally the most pignatized human being on the planet, maybe even in the whole galaxy. So I'm thinking Kat is the true one and only soulmate. She's never leaving because she can't do anything better, and it's always been like that. And she's feeling great with Phil, and I pray for her to recover from all the PTSD she got from having her tire stolen from a car that she wasn't even there for. She was at work, and then she came out, and whoa, crime happened. I feel bad now. Anyways, yeah, I'm still in my same camp, and I would attract even more people to my camp. Come, ignore these two guys.
Team Health has its champion in Meerkat. Sam, have you changed? I mean, here's the thing though. Why is he all of a sudden talking about it more than Meerkat? Answer me that. That's the only thing that's making me think something's different, because it is noticeable. Do Pig go on Cat? You see for yourself. You'll see that the numbers don't lie.
Because he found a way to use her to cook him food for the events. Now it's like DSP having an event. It's like you're going to your friend's house and he's telling you his mom is going to make you like Hot Pockets or something. And he's so excited. My mom is going to make Hot Pockets and we're going to play Street Fighter. It's the same thing. He just found a way to implement her and use her as a selling point on the streams. So he got to get her stock to rise by talking about her endlessly in a flattering way. And maybe sometimes in an unflattering way, but he doesn't realize that because he's Phil.
Yeah, he doesn't. He's definitely not intentionally doing it. He thinks he's not doing anything wrong. Sam, you're going to say something?
I was going to say something about Pig Go not being updated, so we can't.
Yeah, it's true. Good point. But I don't know what we want to come back though. It definitely sucks. Go ahead.
But yeah, it could be something as simple as he watched a detractor stream and noticed everyone talks about the fact that he never talks positively about Cat, and now he's trying to overcompensate. That could be it.
Could be. Go ahead.
Team Health.
Okay. I think I'm changing. Team Marital Problems, I think, but go ahead.
You just invented a new team to join, dude.
I have that power.
So Team Marital Problems and Team Divorce are two different things.
I think it's a blurry line. We need to work on that line. My camp.
This line did not exist until like 10
but you
minutes
just made that team, dude.
He just wants his own team.
That's all. I consult with my team, my members.
But this is going to be one of, like when you're at the shop and there's like multiple queues and you think, if I join that queue, this one's going to start moving faster. So I'm just going to stay in this. It's a bit like that.
Yes. Well, here's the thing. Half of divorces in America are team divorce, right? If you pick team divorce on half the marriages, you're going to win 50% of the time. I'm trying to be a little bit more aggressive with my investments. So I'm taking a little bit more of a fast track. I don't have much time left.
Just kidding. All right. My issue with marital problems compared to divorce is that marital problems are things that both partners are supposed to be working on together, and it's like there is no way you are getting Phil in that sort of setting. You are not dragging him to couples therapy. You can't get to go to his own fucking therapy, let alone couples therapy. So not happening.
Good point. Yosef says, Steve, you seem like one drink will get you drunk. Is that true or false?
Yeah, but I have to drink a lot of it, so.
Okay. Yosef saying he's doing Meerkat, you're such a soy. He's doing chargebacks, buddy. Chargebacks.
There you go. Come get him. I'm disputing. I'm taking everything.
Duty coming in hot with Team Divorce and Let's Go Ryan, of course. Meerkat tried to convince people to sell their divorce coin. Yeah, I think he is trying to get people to sell the divorce coin. Trying to buy
just trying to make a point.
I've just realized, lads, we had a great joke lined up and we've not done it.
What is
we were going to read every super chat.
Yeah. God damn it, I forgot it. Too much shit happened. That Ryan nonsense. We didn't talk about that, but fuck it. We can't wait anymore. Let's talk about the tire. So all of a sudden, Phil goes on a slow stream. Things are going bad. He is fully back in begging mode, pouting mode. He said this exact words were, guess we're not going to hit even the first goal, guys. When he just made over 4 digits the day before, mind you. Day before, 4 digits. Day after, I guess we're not even going to hit the first goal today, guys. So it didn't take long for Phil to forget about those 4 digits. Anyways, he goes on a break, comes back. Big news. Big news. Tells us about the tire was stolen. I want to put you in this situation here, Sam, the normal one, since you are the normal representative here.
Yep.
If your wife called you for an emergency situation, and I consider a tire stealing when your wife is at work by herself an emergency situation, you might not agree with me, but I think it is. How long would you continue streaming until you went to go help her when you know she has no way of getting home? In a stream that you could quit whenever the fuck you want, by the way. It's not like you're on some, I don't know, it's not like you're in machinima and you're contracted to stream. It's not like you're really working. You can leave whatever the fuck you want. How long would it take you to leave, hang up the stream and get the fuck over there?
Yeah, quick. See you later. Got something's come up. Go.
Yes.
Done.
I think every normal human being would do that. Phil instead talks for over 15 minutes. I think it was almost 20 about the details of the situation. While remember, where's your wife? Sitting out there next to a car that got its tire stolen. And I know she wasn't there. And it doesn't, I'm sure she's not in danger. She got the mall security around. It's not a fun situation to be in. This is just another example of someone, of Phil, not thinking about his wife's feelings in any way, saying nonsense and still calling out super chats and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me tell you about my wife's story, guys. Oh, hang on. Thanks, Ryan. I mean, thanks, Jinx. Yeah, that really helped. Future, thanks. We got the tip skull. Okay. Anyways, it's just a despicable thing he did to add to the list of things that he shows that, just be a human being. If your friend called you like that, you'd leave right away. Nonetheless, your wife.
He wouldn't.
Oh, he wouldn't. Yeah.
Again, he'd be doing exactly the same thing. He'd be telling you about. Just called me there at the hospital. Something about the kidneys exploding. I don't know.
Yeah. Sorry, Rambo. Not Howard. Oh God, Howard. He'd say, "Leave him there. Let him cook."
Friend.
His chat was telling him to go, and they were just spamming in chat. Go now.
No, he was still had to tell every chat this nonsense.
And then it was all worth it because he ended it with this.
Go beat the shit out of someone. Right? All at least we want to do is go fuck someone up, but
I was fucking scared.
It's not the first time he said that, by the way. He's going to beat someone up. Come over here. See what's going to happen. But anyway, let's just forget about that. That ridiculousness, the assholeness of that. And I don't care how soft how little of a deal you think stealing your tire is. If your wife is at work, standing outside, can't get home, you say goodbye to your stream and go, right? It's just think about it like that. Doesn't matter what happened really. If you called you, she needs help, you fucking go. Anyways, then he comes back. He says the stream might not happen tonight, whatever. Then he gets back. We get to the nonsense of it. And I guess the best thing to do is to show the picture, Sam, so we can get our forensic style analysis on, as everyone seems to be doing on Twitter.
There it is.
Okay, so there's the picture that was shared. I guess we should first solidify where we stand on this. So we put in the poll, there's 3 camps. Team Tire Stolen, no lies. Team Tire Stolen with lies. And Team Complete Lie with fraud. So which means something like Cat, I got a flat tire on a different day. And then he took a picture of that just to have someday, I guess. I heard that theory before, that kind of thing. So we should solidify where we all stand here. So Meerkat, what team are you on in those 3 choices?
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe about the price. He might have blown it out of proportion a little bit. Because in the end, he ended up talking about it was 600 and something, 700. This is the dude who constantly talks about money and he doesn't know the final bill that it's going to cost him to get his car fixed.
Yes.
So it's kind of the unreliable narrator thing. And that story was just there's so much detail to it, so much nonsense. It was like the typical DSP story. It was so obnoxious. So I'm thinking it's kind of real. What did we put it as? With tire is stolen, but with some lies in it. I don't know if they're major or minor, but there was some bullshit in there. In the typical DSP kind of misinterpreting the situation kind of way.
Okay. Samuel.
Yeah. Truth with embellishments, but I'm also on team bad parking as well.
That's okay.
Oh fuck me.
That's the only thing I can't. That's kind of weird for me. Is because no matter how bad at parking you are, no one does that parking. No one. No human does that parking, guys. Like, it's just like
Cat Bonnell parks that way.
Is she that much of a badass? She's just rolling up. Hey, boys. Fuck
She
it.
is rolling up.
Hey, you see the reflection? Legs looking pretty slim, I think. One might say svelte.
Well,
Anyways.
saucy in them. What is it? Kroger's or Fred Meyer's? Those standard work pants. Whoa.
No one has the gall to park like that. No matter where you are. Unless you're like, I don't care if you're some, I'm the king of the world. You're not parking like that. That's the only thing I can't wrap my head around. Like,
I suppose it depends how much room you need to get out.
Hey, easy. That's
it just lends itself so well to Cat being this like brainless robot though that like breaks
Yes, it
shit.
does.
And
Yeah.
it's so fucking
Yes, it does.
funny.
Yes, it does. And that's why it's like the perfect picture that DSP would share is like, why is that line here? Has anyone looked at the parking lot? Oh, by the way, Phil did say mall, so people quickly figured out that you worked at a mall.
Yeah.
People called the malls, found out that it was true, by the way. So anyone thinks it's not true, it was definitely true. What? So
People called the mall.
Oh, yes, definitely. Oh, it has been confirmed that it's true. A tire was stolen from the mall that day. Someone called security to get it.
All right. So, here's the
do
thing,
you believe?
right?
Do you believe that person or not? That's up to you. But I'm saying someone told me that they did that, so I'm just telling you what I heard.
Well, I mean, like when I discovered this news, I had a moment of like a break with reality because I thought, nah, it's just too stupid. Like, why would somebody steal one tire? And why would it be Darkside Phil that this happened to?
Yeah. All that stuff is true.
All the things.
The timing is weird.
I get that it needs verifying. I get that.
It's when it happens again though. That's when it's gonna be like,
Yeah.
Fucking amazing that.
Can you imagine?
They left the jack on too. Like, why would they do that? They could have just put on a brick.
So many people need logic injected into their minds. Meerkat, if you're stealing a tire and you see people running up, you picking up the jack or you running?
But
it's in a mall
that's the
parking
thing.
lot.
I think most people would just think it's like people changing their tire or something. They wouldn't bat an eye unless you were wearing like a balaclava and a hoodie or something, and you're like 5 dudes gathered around with like, I don't know, crowbars or something.
You guys giving thieves too much credit. First of all, maybe none of you have had a drug problem. You like drugs. You do a lot of stuff to get money for drugs. Some people, it's like, am I going to suck a cock today or am I going to steal a tire today? And that's how I get my fix, right? So you do, okay, first you steal a jack. That's you steal a jack from Walmart. That's an easy job, right? That's a 5-minute job. Then you go out to the parking lot, find a sweet one, the perfect one, not the newest of cars. You don't want to steal a new one. You want to steal one that doesn't have a alarm on it and stuff. So that's a good target for me. Not saying I've ever done it, but I'm saying if I was looking for that.
Yeah, you know like a lot about this process. So
and then you jack it up, you get the thing that's going to sell for the money, and you leave this jack because you just stole that shit. So I'm just saying, like, every people like wondering like why do they leave the jack? There's so many situations where you might leave a jack, and the easiest one to imagine is that they saw someone coming and said, "I guess we better run," because let's remember, usually these people are not very smart, right? They're not Harvard grads here that are trying to steal tires. So your logical analysis, I don't think it works when you're dealing with what could be, well, they are nefarious people, but they could be nefarious people on drugs that need a fix. And you do stupid shit,
Yeah, I mean, I get all that, but I mean, if you, I get, you probably take it to a junkyard and sell it off for money or something, but it's like, just that it happened to Phil.
Well, that's true. Yeah,
that broke me. Like, I was like, nah, too much.
Yeah,
it's just, yeah. But I get it. I get that. I just struggle with like that. It happened to Phil seemed too random, so I thought there must be something else here. I am personally team changing the flat. Took a picture. Phil ran with it. Because
Steve, the highest cerebral power on the team is team fraud. Go ahead.
Phil saw what happened when he had a day off. Everybody talked about it. And then people came and gave him money. And he sees this and thinks, That's an opportunity. Yeah, I could say something's happened to our car. Could come back, get more money. Yeah, that would work. Because I mean, I know I've just had a lot of money, but I could just say that I've spent that on bills. It's already prepaying bills or something. Yeah, it'd be fine. I'll buy it. And this is great. And Phil is stupid enough to think that would work, and it has to some extent. Because he gave the recap with his vest and fucking hat on. So.
Okay, if that's the case, do we think he's getting Cat? Like, just stand there a sec, and you take the picture, because that's her in the picture, isn't it? Like,
yeah, no, she'd have been like, car got a flat. Here, send it the call in the AAA.
Right. Yeah, got you.
Yeah. They're changing them now. Look, click. Here's the picture. They're changing it now. Don't worry. He's out of shot. He's getting the other tire in. The AAA guy's over there, out of shot. Jack's still up there. Click.
And she's like, look, my parking's getting better. Look, I'm almost in the line.
It's like when your kids learning to colour for the first time.
Yeah,
almost there, love.
So here's the thing, though, guys. Also, remember, this is so verifiable, right? And that's why I said, like, I know. Okay, I know the parking job wants me to believe Steve's idea here. It really does. But it's so verifiable, guys. You can call them all and say, hey, what's going on? You don't think people can do that? And that's why I think Phil can't lie about that. It's so easy to call. You can literally call them all and say, hey, I'm worried about my car. Was there a tire jacking? And they'll answer you. And someone said they did. So what about that then? If you just don't believe the people verifying it then, That's my only thing.
Here's the thing.
I would have to call them myself. Because otherwise, it's trusting the word of somebody else on the internet.
He's learned from experience that he doesn't need to make up elaborate stories to beg people for money or look like a victim. Like when he took the day off, he just came back and say, "Oh, something really bad is happening to me, you guys, but I can't tell you because it's gonna put my family at risk." Why would he go through the effort of making this contrived story, showing pictures that people he knows that they would analyze and? He's found out with experience that people on Kiwi farms, for example, are much smarter than he is because they outsmart him and prove him wrong on any term and debunk his bullshit. Why do that when he can just say, hey, you guys, something bad happened. I need your support. And then he would get it. It's just like he's a man that he's been convinced, he's been conditioned to go about it in the simplest way possible, which is just sit there, cry, beg for money, get the money, spend the money.
Yeah.
But there's an opportunity to. Oh, we've been the victim of car theft. People were telling him to fucking move out of Renton because of the crime rate now. He's telling us that his wife's got PTSD because of it. So,
that's another thing. But definitely, by the way, see people in chat saying tires aren't worth money. I played because of this thinking. I played on WPIG today 3 news stories about the carjackings that are happening all over the country because you can sell those for money. You can sell single tires for money. Don't think you can't. It's not a lot of money. But you don't need a lot of money, guys, if you need your fix, right? It's not about making a good business deal,
Is it more than you can get for sucking cock?
Yeah. If you have zero money, $5 is $1 million, guys. And that tire will give you more than $5. It might give you $50. And that's a hell of a lot when you need a fix. So who knows? I'm just saying random stuff now. But it's just saying, like, don't forget about the subject that's people that steal tires. They're not like smart people, right? So don't put too much logic into their thinking. But I do still question the fucking parking job. I can't get that out of my mind either. I know. The parking job, Cat. What are you doing? It's just so... It does look like a flat tire parking job. You just go to the random spot in the parking lot and do that. But then, so Steve, what's your thinking though? So hold on. Let me recap Steve's idea. So this is from the most cerebral person on the team. You're saying that actually she got a flat the same day or just some other day and they just put the photo in the bank for when you want to scam? That seems crazy.
That day, and he just sees the opportunity and thinks, fuck it, I could do it. This is an opportunity that I could use to, if I just lie about this. Then he has a quick look at the picture and goes, yeah, you can't see like a guy or a AAA truck in the reflection. Yeah, that'll do. Fuck it. I just have to blur this out way, or just for like edit this shadow out here, and then
I don't know. You're giving Phil a lot of credit. Phil can't edit.
No. Yeah, but he could see that and think this is a potential opportunity here. I could lie about this and get some more money.
I don't think he's smart enough.
And I have just spent a lot of money without care or concern because I kept thinking, just had 20 straight vest streaks. Just be given $3,000. I'm absolutely overspending. I'm not giving a shit. And then all of a sudden, oh fuck, I do need money. Here's an opportunity. Here's another cost. Oh no, wait, I can use it to get more money. Fuck it.
All right,
I just
so
think he's an idiot.
I mean, I think so too, but I think he's too much of a. He's not enough of a forward thinker to do that. Like, you know, he doesn't think of the next day. He doesn't think of the next stage on a game. You know.
No, but he thinks about the next fix. So.
That's true. That's true. That's true. I missed a lot of super chats. I'll try to keep up, guys. We'll say it at the end, I promise. But changing a okay, so common nonsense agrees with Steve. Changing your flat, took a pic, then it said it was stolen. Let's see. D-Dog, ALT's jack theory falls apart as they took crank and left the jack. When you're in a hurry and you see people running towards you, you don't know what you're grabbing. You know, that works in all situations, even gangbangs. You'll get it later. Get that on replay. You'll get that on demand. Duty Stream says
common. all talk about ALT today.
Duty Stream says common practice. Someone paid someone to find a wheel for their vehicle. They leave the jack as to not have the car slam on the floor, bringing attention to them. Same with catalytic. I don't know car shit. Catalytic converters theft, which is another common theft. So, thanks for putting the some more common sense into this. That remember that thieves are not smart and they don't do everything that's logical. Prophet says, wait, Steve, if you think Phil made this all up, then this goes back to the evil genius theory that Phil is a super villain rather than an idiot. I agree with Prophet.
Nah,
it's too well thinking.
No, because it's stupid enough that nobody else would do it. Anybody else would think, that's too stupid, that. But Phil, I'm a fucking genius.
Logan says, theory, Phil sold his own tire for pulls.
Yeah,
that's the darkest timeline.
The last 20 minutes, I'm having that.
That's the darkest timeline. Oh man. Anyways, it's so. Then of course we get the story. He comes back to the stream. He's telling the story. We get to see. It's just he's so jovial during this whole thing, which another reason that weirds me out. In addition to the parking strange placement, he's like happy sharing with this. He says, which vest is carjacking best?
He does.
What's the jovialness about then? Is it because Duper's Delight? Is this, I got everyone off on this and everyone's buying this and I'm loving it? Because that is a real high, you know? Could that be it? Right? That happiness is, again, a little strange to me. That makes me think. Gives me pause.
I'm thinking it's just he has something to talk about finally. Something interesting happened. And he gets to rant because he's pissed off about it. And he gets to make a special stream about it, which he loves, because then he can upload it to his channel, make it a spotlight video on his channel, get a couple of thousand easy views that he can monetize. It's just the way he rolls, man. It's just a pattern with him. Something bad happens, talk about it, sensationalism, get some people, show support. People are sympathetic to your cause. They give you some money. You move on. And in this case, he had money to pay it off, so he couldn't be nervous about it because it was already settled. It was paid off. So anything he would earn during this emergency stream, it would be profit.
That's true. That's true. Can't argue with that. Anything to add there, Steve or Sam?
Homemade gourmet burgers.
Thank you. Does that a lot. It makes you think. Fair point. All right, we got Davy Jones in here saying why I think it's a lie. Before you go, Steve, I still want to hear your thoughts there. But why I think it's a lie. The photo of Phil and Kat, his wheels don't have a Toyota symbol, but he made a big deal out of not having the symbol anymore. Oh, the tire, right? The tire thing.
Oh,
this is getting deep. What are your thoughts on this? I'm not exactly sure I get this, Davy Jones, but hopefully one of my team does because that's why I'm here. They got the team. So they can
get this actually because
please.
Yeah, go ahead, Steve.
No, it's like maybe it's the picture of him and Kat in the car, and you can see that the wheels. Presumably, there's no Toyota logo on that, but he did make a big deal of like, you know, now what's going to suck is that one out of my 4 wheels isn't going to have a Toyota symbol on, you know. But I think he was only doing that semi-sarcastically. Like, I don't think it bothers him too much. That I don't know. He seemed to play that off as a joke rather than be serious.
Yeah, no, yeah, he did. Yeah, that was a joke. Yeah,
yeah.
But yes, Steve, what are your thoughts on the jovialness, please?
I think it's weird when your wife who has PTSD is in tears downstairs that you think I'm going to spend the next 2 hours not comforting her, but I'll pop upstairs and put on the hat and the vest.
Yep.
I just think it's very, very odd.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
he has to get that money. He knew he was going to get money. That's why he's doing it. You know that.
Mm-hmm.
And he did, by the way. Jinx showed back up, Orion showed back up, whatever the fuck you want to call him. And everyone, the team came out for sure. You got, and of course, these people will never stop giving daddy money when he asks for it. Of course, they can't stop doing that. That's the one thing they can't stop doing. So I'm sure I get why. I almost understand why once you make sure your wife is fine, then you do stream. But who knows how fine she was doing. He didn't make time, though, to blame her for parking incorrectly, and she needs to learn how to park.
Mm-hmm.
She does need to learn how to park, but she needs to learn how to park in safe areas now where other people are
Far
around.
away. Isolated and alone in the furthest corner. That's really safe, that, Phil.
Get right to the outside of the Burger King. Yeah, the one where they were shooting up, right there.
Preferably where the
Around
cameras
there.
can't see you.
Yeah, park
You don't
it
want
next to
anyone
the
to know you
junkie
park
so
there.
they can guard your car when you're away. They can look out.
Yeah.
But he did kind of allude to this somehow being her fault because she parked her car in a parking lot in front of a mall.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
He can't.
where she parked.
It's like you can't. He can't let even that be random. A random thing that happens that's bad, right? Sometimes in life things are random and bad shit happens, guys. It happens. But Phil can't let that happen. He has to give a reason to something and blame someone. Even in this case, his wife made the bad choice. So he just has to. That's in his genes. He has to blame something. Nothing random bad can happen in your life. It has to be a reason. Real quick, I do want to talk about how he talked about the Slurms 19 ads makes a good point. How he talked about the police report was very strange. I don't think he even contacted the police myself with how he was talking. He was definitely not committed on anything about insurance and stuff. And he was like talking so randomly about insurance, like it's some happenstance thing, how much things cost. I don't know how things. Yeah, I don't know how things work in the UK, right? But it's like you choose everything. So my deductible is whatever it is, 500. I know it. I can check. If I don't remember it, but I can check on the fucking phone app in 2 seconds and figure out what I got to pay. Yeah. Phil was like, well, a lot of companies do these high deductibles, and I don't even know how it works. But it's like, that's not how. It's not like some collective auto insurance everyone has, and you just randomly figure out numbers. So he definitely seems to me like he's not dealing with insurance at all, not even trying it, because they might really tell you these facts, and he was just like so randomly didn't know about anything about, and that goes with how he carries his life, like he doesn't know about how shit works. But it's just so odd. He's like, well, deductibles or what or low, I got to figure it out. I got to know all this stuff. Like you can learn these facts, and if you're in a car accident, you probably check it out right then. Right? That was really weird to me too.
It'd be great if he had like an insurance guy who sorted all this out for him.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Timmy V. He also does my taxes. Timmy V. he's my doctor, my tax man, my insurance man. He's great. He does everything. $2,000 takes care of everything. The Gravity Dragon says another Jack King off incident for Darkside Phil. I appreciate that. 8 out of 10. Mickey Thor says agrees with Steve. A lot of Steve support today. Well, Steve's theory support, I should say. Phil was changing a flat tire.
It's not my theory. I am a proponent of it.
Okay.
No, I think I saw it on Twitter somewhere.
Phil was changing a flat tire. The tire rolled away, and he couldn't run fast enough to catch it. And there was an oh fudge moment with the lug nuts. Well, that's the funniest one yet. I'll take that.
My God. Right. This was revealing for a number of reasons. And one of them was the Jack that I want to get to in a bit. But another was like, he was at the mall and he was like, right, okay, so we've got a tire. We've got a spare. There's a spare in the boot of the car. So we're fine. I do need lug nuts though. Fuck. I'll have a look in this mall to see if there's an auto shop in there. Somewhere, not necessarily a mechanics or a garage, but just somewhere that would sell that sort of product, And he finds a place that does.
Oh, yeah.
And he's shocked by that at the mall.
He was totally shocked.
That's the point of the mall, to have like lots of different types of shops in there so that you go there for everything. And I was like, it's surely the same in America. Surely.
Oh, yeah. You could find those kind of.
Can't believe they had a place in there. Well, of course they would. It's a fucking mall. You're outside like a supermarket or something. I can understand going, I don't think they will. I'll have a look anyway. You can pick up a bottle of cherry juice while I'm here, but...
Yeah. Hang on, I got some things to pick on, honey. Hang on, honey. We can take care of some stuff tomorrow. You're not coming, though. Don't you dare try. She's like, I'm not coming tomorrow. What the fuck you thinking? I got shit to do tomorrow. I got shit to steal tomorrow. What the fuck are you talking about? Don't talk to me. Step away. But anyways, I think really, I don't know what happened there. I think, and also we jumped over real quick that Phil had to give the worst story of all time, and also share that he had to call Daddy. He had to call Papa. 41 years old, need to call Papa. And it's totally cool to call your dad to tell, oh man, hey Dad, some crazy shit happened today. But that's what you do after you take care of it, like you're supposed to do as an adult, and your wife is fine, everyone's fine, and then you call your pops and say, Dad, fuck, man, tough day today. That's what normal humans do that are above the age of 30. I'll be nice and say 30, 35, around my age, those kind of people, right? Yep. That was another weird philism that he said. He seemed like it was so normal too. I'm gonna call my dad and see what to do. I hope he wasn't at home before he went to go see Kat when he made that call, by the way. Hang on, Kat, I'll be all right over. I gotta talk to Stream, gotta call my dad, gotta do some stuff. You know how it goes. All right, I'll call you later. That's what it seemed like to me. That's exactly what it seemed like to me.
Stolen it during my break. I tweak my schedule every day. It's public. They should know.
Yeah. So that's just another weirdness. Go ahead, Mirka.
His daddy sent him a fish picture.
Oh, that was
unsolicited. Because like I would assume DSP calls his dad only when he needs some help, and his dad was like, "Hey, I caught this fish today," and DSP was like, "I don't fucking care about the fish. Tell me how to get my new tire, you fucking idiot."
Maybe it was a bit.
Go ahead, Steve. Sorry.
I was going to say maybe it was a bit like after so have you done this? Yeah, I've done this. And you've called the mechanic. Yeah, the tow truck's on the way. And they're on the way. All right, so you've done everything. Then that's all. I mean, I'm in Connecticut. I don't know what other help you're supposed to expect from me, but So how are you doing otherwise? Apart from that, is everything okay? Yeah. I've been okay. I was fishing today. Do you want to see what I call? Like idle chatter afterwards, maybe.
And then you feel that twinge of sadness that his dad is like just trying to some kind of connection. Check this out, Phil. I got a fish, just trying to get some kind of relationship. It's like, please, just normal thing. Let's talk. Phil's like, I don't know what the unsolicited fish. I mean, what is this? I don't even know.
So you fishing simulator streams. You might like this.
Yeah, you might like this. I saw you do a fishing stream, son. What the fuck is this picture? Like, I shudder to think of what the actual audio sounds like when he sent that picture. What the fuck is this? You're gonna love this. My dad's on a fish. What? Anyways, real quick. Sam, could you play? We do have to, sorry, guys. We got a sponsor for the show today.
Wait. One last thing.
We're not done with this, by the way. But yeah, just go ahead, Steve.
All right, okay. It's been very, very sort of briefly skimmed over. Well, one of Phil's worries was that he could get rid of this jack because they didn't have the thing for it. He was going to have to go around the car park asking straight. He had a jack in his boot, but it wasn't the same adapter, so that meant he couldn't use his jack to raise the car slightly higher and remove the other jack.
Yeah,
that never fucking occurred to him.
That's like a total video game puzzle level, all right, just get a higher jack, pick it up. Did not enter the mind.
That's the bit where Ottocon's calling you going, don't forget to check for a jack in your car, Snake.
Snake, don't forget, you can use a bigger jack to take out smaller jacks. Whatever, fuck you. In China, they say, God damn it. Wish I made a bit for that. Snake! Fish! All right. Thank you. Too quick too says DSP says he put the spare tire on. Can you imagine it fell off and sparks went flying? I wouldn't trust anything Phil installed. Yeah, I mean, do you trust he could even install that? And he talked weirdly about the towing guy towing guy was watching him, and it was nice to have someone like there and stuff. That was a little weird too. I don't know how deep to go into that subject, but it was kind of weird, you know. Like, don't you say like, "All right, dude, I got it," you know? Like, he was watching me, and it was nice to have someone there. What's Count doing during all this? You know, I don't think Skyrim's on mobile. Maybe she had the Switch out.
Probably emulating.
I was wondering the same thing. Like, fair enough, you know, I can let off a wife calling her husband to help. You know, what do I do? Maybe she's a bit panicked, blah blah blah. But then you add on, then I called my dad to that, and it's like it's just a very sad set of circumstances.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, sponsor, I believe.
Yeah.
Apparently,
Shit, we got a sponsor. This is a really random sponsor. Sorry, everybody. It's it starts with F. Sam, if you could play that real quick, guys. Really sorry. We'll talk to you on the other side of this. Real fast. We got to pay the bills. You know how it goes.
Listen up, pussy. You want the most extreme prices for the most dangerous of areas? You want to find a great deal and then go shoot up in a Burger King parking lot? Then get your bitch ass down here to Ritten's Rad Recycling. Price is so good, you'll want to keep their name in your mouth. You want more? We have one more deal for you that is so low, it's basically a steal. We have count them one single tire from a beat-up Corolla. There's some slight gout and crusting on the outside, but that only adds to the value, you piece of shit. So stop being a mouth drooler and get your ass down to Renton's Rad Recycling now. If you don't come down, I will fuck you and your mother.
All right, guys. Sorry about that. Had to pay the bills.
Guys, which do you think is balder, the tire or Phil?
yeah. Let's do a poll. So apparently there's one tire for sale up there in Renton if you want to get it. Very affordable. Extremely affordable.
How much by the way, he was showing his socks.
Yeah,
again,
what was that about?
Just odd. Just odd. Picked up the sock. There's holes in my sock. It was just like that Michael Scott bit where he has a story to tell, and everyone the joke is like he has a good story to tell, and he fucking knows it. He's gonna keep us. He has tells us a story this whole fucking day. That's exactly what it was like. He knew he had a story everyone to hear, so he just drags it out. Everything. A butterfly can fly like, whoa! I saw a butterfly. Whoa, cool. Oh, hole in my sock. What else can I make up before I get to the story? And it was the worst storytelling of all time, of course. Of course, the worst storytelling of all time. And that was it. Anything else to get in? I'm sure the tire nonsense will not end. We'll talk about it again on Sunday. But is there any, before we get to our messages that we will not be able to get to all of them, but we're going to try our best. Anything else you want to talk about? The tire, the reveal last night? Anything you want to share today, guys?
I can think of something that's not been mentioned.
Okay.
About 700 things that haven't been mentioned.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Which, right, okay, it's quite convenient because Phil did quite, he got on quite well with this tow truck guy. And, fortunately, because they had the tire there, managed to get it fixed on. Phil didn't need a tow, which saved him about $300, which if you add to the $700 of the cost of the tires, is a number we see quite a lot with Phil. Just thought I'd throw that out there.
Yep.
Also, I think it's worth mentioning, people have come out all over Twitter, Discord, whatever. People working in the tire industry. And they've shown that tires are much cheaper than that. And getting that service is much cheaper than that. So he either got scammed or he lied. And in both cases, he's kind of a clown, I guess. So that's a pattern that keeps going.
Yes. And I've seen, okay, he's going to Firestone. We all know that now. I'm sure he's still going to Firestone today. They do overcharge for shit, but like that's still, extreme rounding up. Like, of those kind of like big name, I don't know how it's like in UK, but like here, those like big name auto shops will always charge you more than like, bills.
Yeah, of course.
Mm-hmm. So I mean, it's not like crazy, but of course he's going there. Of course he does all new shit. No, nothing used. Used, get the fuck out of here. New, bitch. And it's like, I can see something like 500 probably, but like 700 is probably just a massive rounding up. And like, who knows what else he agreed to? Like, well, your oil is coming due. You got 4,000 miles on this one. Well, I might as well take care of that too. It feels like, oh yeah, do that. Go ahead. That's how he is. New mats? Oh yeah, I need those. You know, you know how it goes. So
Do you want the regular bog standard, consumer conformist tires, or do you want the ultra super deluxe 4K 60 FPS 1080? These tires are so good they'll get you through a Burger King drive-through in seconds.
Can run right over syringes. We got another theory from go ahead, Meerkat.
Yeah, he also talked about people proposing him to go to a junkyard to find it much cheaper, but he said he didn't have time to go through every single junkyard in the area to find it.
Yeah.
You know, he could just call and check if they have like a 2017 Corolla compatible tire. I don't have a car, but I can come up with ways to make this not as expensive as it was for him. But I guess it's easier to just throw money at an issue if you're DSP, so you don't have to put in any effort. So the money you throw at it compensates for the effort that you would have otherwise put in towards it.
Yes. Yeah. It's just the classic case of extremism that Phil does as another shield mechanism where someone has a good advice, you take it to the extreme, so then it's impossible. But you're forgetting all those steps before that aren't impossible, right? So, hey, you want to go to one junkyard? I can't go to 50 junkyards. What are you, nuts? You crazy? No one said 50 junkyards. Someone said one, and then Meerkat even added you could call them. I can't. What, are you crazy? I can't call 1 million junkyards. You know how many junkyards there are in the world? Fucking idiot. Get out of here. That's how
you should email them. Surely. Yeah, it's avoidance. It's his avoidance thing. He would rather just pay somebody to do it rather than put in a little effort and do it himself. So
yeah,
he carries himself like a person of wealth when he wants to believe he is not.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like we all have moments like that where we're like, oh fuck it, just pay it. Well, But this is DSP. This is Mr. Cries poor at every opportunity we're talking about. So, you got really no right to be doing that.
Nope.
Yep. Yeah, to that point, what Sam just said, DSP was in chat maybe the day when the carjacking happened, and he was talking about how he's not broke, but he can't afford to frivolously spend money in regards to a PC, an investment for his business, that without which, if his PC broke, he's dead in the water. He can't even stream. He can't do anything. So yeah, he's not broke, but he kind of is, and you should think he is, so you can keep giving him money.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We skipped over that. He gave everybody the talking to, the lecture of, hey, look at me. Listen here, assholes. I got a lot of money. I put that money's gone, bitches. You think I still got that? Get the fuck out of here. Don't dare question that. I still need money coming in. And he always does this lecture. Don't forget, I still need money coming in. You think you're off the hook now because Ryan's gone? Well, fuck yourself. That's not how it works around here. And he gave everyone that fucking dress down, another dress down where if you're a normal human being, you don't put up with. But of course, if you're a DSP fan, some reason you put up with that, you might enjoy it. I don't know. I do have to say this comment, which is very funny in all the wrong ways. Toad Sco says, man, this is very toxic, but I want to read it anyway. Mm-hmm. Subaru man wearing the wheel on a chain around his neck. God damn it. That's a funny thought. Not real though.
Yeah. There was also this super chat he got yesterday of somebody telling him, hey Phil, I'm sorry you got robbed on wheels.
Oh yes.
That's even better.
This final thing that I can remember, he was in full-on red fedora, red vest outfit, and somebody said something in chat that really rubbed him the wrong way, and he went on like super toxic DSP. Try me, bitch, try me. I'm gonna ban everybody from my chat. And I think it was in regards to cats parking because people noticed the line. It's very easy to notice. And it's like, hey, what's up with that, Phil? No, she has fucking PTSD, fucking idiot. You're getting banned.
To be fair, that's probably one of the better super chats he got that night.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. That was definitely, he came out to try me. I love this try me. Like we're all, it's fucking internet, dude. What are you going to do? Try me. I'll ban your ass. The people you're banning give two shits about getting banned. They have 18,000 socks at the ready. All one name worse than the rest. Just a matter of you recognize how bad the name is or not. Speaking of bad names, Derek's Coombrain has a theory. Cat ran over or into something, ruining the tire and wheel. She had to get it removed, and to avoid trouble with Phil, she lied to Phil and said it was stolen.
Oh my god!
Hey, that explains the parking job, though.
That's so dark, though.
DCB, you're onto something. That's Derek's Coombrain. Larry B here says, did anyone else mention the irony that Ryan is an iconic Ayn Rand character and would rather shoot himself in the head than give a large sack of shit like Phil money? I don't know Ayn Rand. Do you know Ayn Rand? British style host?
No.
Modern style host, yeah. Meerkat, younger style host. Do you know that?
No, I don't read books. I just read tweets.
Yep.
I do, yeah.
What did Phil say about the laptop on the interview? This is my social experience or something. What is it? I forget that. Decepticon in the house. The most outrageous lies are that Phil saying he tipped the hat and vest wearing yeah. He said he tipped the Uber driver while wearing the hat and vest. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And also the ALT saying 35 is around his age. That's also an outrageous lie. No, it's not, sir. Younger than Phil, sir. Thanks so much, Midnight Lobster, man. Thanks so much for the gifts. That's awesome. Thanks so much, my friend.
So he pulled the OIC, though. He became a member, and then he gifted 5. So this might as well be Ryan. I don't know. Keep an eye out.
Ryan, what's up? Ryan. We love
Midnight
you, man.
Ryan.
Always love you. Midnight Ryan. It's your porn star
Sorry,
name.
just reading email. We're just reading emails. You can't see, but there's emails down there, and so that's why. You didn't mean it. We don't know anyone called Brian. Really, it's fine. They're definitely not called Brian. Don't.
Mario Faker has a comment. Our first ever message person ever says it was Ryan charging back for the doxing. Another theory out there. Getting that tire back. Getting that groove back. Retro Dude Man says, I bet he calls the windshield's front glass cover of the car. Brakes are foot stopper to stop. Accelerator, foot stopper to move. Yeah, I want to see him in the store, Excuse me, sir. I need the metal things that go on the tires, please. What size you looking for? Medium.
Oh God, you reckon they're like that where when you don't know, and so you go to the garage and they're like, right, we got a mark here. Yeah, as you can see, your second left flange motivator sprocket has come out of its wank shaft and crankle, so it's going to need it. And he's like, oh yeah, I can see it. Yeah, I see how it's happened. Yeah.
That sounds about right.
I know exactly what you mean, mate.
That's what I was thinking. Right, Cat? Shut the fuck up.
I could have changed it myself, but it's good to have you here to tell me I'm doing it right,
God damn it. That's so perfect. Yep, looking good. God damn it. All right. I think we covered it pretty well. Sam, any thoughts you want to add here that you noticed from the nonsense? It broke during your stream, by the way, didn't it? That's pretty hype.
It did, yeah. Someone, thankfully, I forget who it was. I should have looked, sorry, but someone told me as I was just winding down watching his normal pre-stream, and then someone was like, skip ahead, you've got to see what's going on. And I'm really glad they did.
Very hype, very hype. All right, so I guess we should get to the messages. We're going to do it this way because, this is a hype moment and a hype kind of saga. We're going to go to the messages we got more recently. I promise we're going to play the older ones too. We're going to probably do 2 episodes next week during the week, to get through them. But all right, Sam, let's get to some messages here. And we got a lot of messages about tire. There's a lot of tire names in there, so don't worry. We'll keep the talk going.
But that third name down is that's filling me with a bit of optimism.
Oh, yeah. Right.
You'll see what we're talking about.
So, where do we start? Should we start with one that's just about tires for sure?
Yeah, I guess we should go tires. Just tire stuff to start.
Okay, this is from Tiregate. No, it's not, because it's not going to play. Hang on. There we go.
I think it do.
Hello, that being said, podcast. So Tiregate just happened, and I'm calling bullshit right now. I've worked with crackheads before in the past, and one thing I learned is they don't come to work on Monday because Friday they got paid. And Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, they blowing through that money. But by Tuesday, they're broke. So they come back to work. And I'm telling you right now, Phil is he got that money from the vest streak. It's burning a hole in his pocket. He's looking for any kind of bullshit he can spend it on. And I'm telling you right now that ain't nobody stealing no tire in the middle of the day, in the middle of a parking lot, one tire, and they're gonna leave the car jack? Who's leaving their car jack if you're stealing the tire? That don't even make any sense. So I'm assuming when he comes back, his story will start to change as he forgets the lies. He'll probably say it wasn't on a car jack. He'll probably say that, oh no, they left the lug nuts there, or bolts as he calls them. That frustrated me. Anyway, so I just thought I would throw that out there. This is bullshit. And
right.
Y'all have a good one. Peace. ALT, you're not that old.
Thank you so much. I do have to rebut your thought, though. I thought I proved. I said very well that it's very possible to steal a fucking jack and then jack it up, and then oh shit, someone's coming. We got the tire. Let's get the fuck out of here and leave the shit. You know, it's just it's a believable story. I'm not saying you're wrong, but I'm saying I think both sides are believable, right? And again, then why was there a jack there just randomly sitting there? I don't think Phil's the kind of mental capacity to run this kind of elaborate scam that Steve clears to believe. But obviously, Steve does believe it. So obviously, there's some merit to that as well. But all avenues are open, obviously. Got to say thanks to Twins, legend. Thanks so much, man, for gifts and subs. And also Midnight Lobster, again, Midnight Ryan, coming in hot, getting sexier as the night goes.
Yep. I'm with you, ALT, on this one, because even if nobody was coming towards them, if you're committing a crime in broad daylight, you're gonna get some kind of paranoid, some kind of nervous. You're caught in the moment, so you want to get it over with as fast as possible. You get sloppy, you just go for it. Like you do the best of what you got. So you take the tire, you run, fuck the jack. Maybe it was more than one person. The other guy was like, "Man, come on, let's get out of here. Let's get out of here." And that's kind of it. Because those crimes, especially if it's some like random rant and tweaker, it's just some I don't know.
Like, my only issue with that is, I suppose, like for most people, if you were in, a mall parking lot and you're making your way to your car or whatever, and you see a person or two people sort of jacking up a car with the wheel, you'd assume they were just changing the tire themselves of their own car and not really think much about it. So, it would require like maybe the police being nearby or maybe security coming up to them. And again, the security would have to notice this is going, rather than see it and assume that they're not also just regular people changing the tire of their own car. So I don't know if that's a bit for me.
Yeah, it's just one of those things. There's one story of the truth, and we're not really going to know the exact truth. We're all guessing. But again,
because it's all being filtered through Phil. That's
it's totally true. And it could be teenagers. That's a good point. It could be 14-year-olds, guys, that are they're just trying to get away with a petty crime. And oh shit, there's someone that looks like an authority figure. We're done. Get out of here. Come on, bro. That's how it goes. They pound the weed out in the carpet. That story.
Maybe they just saw a random security camera and they just got panicked and fucked off or something. There's a lot of stuff, but the whole thing is like it's really interesting just discussing it and talking about all the things that could have happened. It's an interesting speculation point, and the guy himself, he's helping everybody else speculate about it by having these big sensationalist streams and clickbait shit. We just got carjacked. Listen to my story, and then you just listen to it and questions start popping up, all these variables, all these unknowns. It's really interesting to talk about.
Yes. Exactly. That's why we chose the right year to make a podcast about fucking the dent sphere. That's holy shit, man. 2023 cannot be stopped. Cannot be stopped.
It was just so serious and so amazing. And now it's just so stupid again. It's like you can go from like the interview and post Craig meltdowns to, and by the way, someone nicked the tire off my car.
Dude, Secret Limited's like just starting already. The video is in the works. Just where's everything going to end up? That's the problem,
It's going to be like it's going to be like a top 10 and then a whole video of like honorable I can't get a fucking word that. Honorable mentions.
Sorry, I've just seen an amazing comment in chat by Crimbear. It was that 11-year-old girl.
A long time.
It's back for
Get that
revenge.
fucker back. And,
Bitch slap this.
Yeah. Writes it on the side of the car. That'd be awesome. Yosef says it's Tevin's fault. End of story. Well, everything is.
Yep,
Everything
good.
is. Mad Rad says someone taught Cat a lesson for taking up 6 spaces.
Oh, yeah, could be fair.
Could be. Could be.
This could have been super interesting if it was some not contrived, but complex op to get him outside the house into a location that they know where he's going, so they can break into his house and draw dicks on the walls or something. That would have been like, oh my god, you guys, I'm just coming back. There's dicks all over the fucking walls. What?
Or if it was Sam, my cables have been cable managed. What the fuck?
Yes.
Or it could be to get him out of the house so that we can actually get pictures of it. And in like, the next few days, paparazzi shots from behind the bushes are going to like start coming out. And he's like filling cats to the click. Here he is talking to the tow truck guy as he has a cigarette, you know.
Holy shit, Matt, a great thought. What if Panda starts her Keem interview holding the tire?
There we go.
Just give Panda a tire to hold. That's all we want to do. Tell Keem, please. Please get us involved. We can do shit like that all day. Have a get a Burger King in the background and have people like shooting up in the back. Best shit, man. You know where you can find us.
Have like some nail files on the desk.
Yeah.
Like where they interview someone on a desk. Yeah, we'll have like ants, ants going by. Ant poison there. Oh my god, we can make it hype, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Anyway, that's a different topic. Go ahead, Sam. We're gonna get through like 4 messages again.
That's the way it goes these days. Right. Here is Slash Enthusiast.
Hello, Slash Enthusiast here, coming at you with a low-effort question-style message. Are you guys ever impressed by the depths that DSP is willing to go to beg, or do you think he ever maybe pre-plans his begs and scams? It's just, I was thinking about the new tire stealing style scam, and the very same day stream, he actually mentions that he has the money in case something goes wrong with his car. And then the night comes around, he's like, oh, by the way, guys, Kat, her tire got stolen off the car. It doesn't really make any sense because why would a tire thief, he used the jack that comes with the car, the little crappy jack that you put on the side. Anyway, dude, support me, or else I'm going to have to eat a ham sandwich. And I've got 2 big bowls coming up. And, it's mating season, cats in heat, and someone's got to inseminate her, and it's not cheap. Anyway, please tip me, Doob, super chats, all that good stuff. I don't know. It's just it's just impressive at a certain point, All right.
Yes.
Thank you. Bye.
Yes, it definitely is impressive. And that talk he gave about the fucking, that's what I meant to mention earlier, I forgot. He talked about where all the money went. Like, I'm paying future bills. You can't really do that. I don't know if you can in the UK, but you can in America. Like, I'll just pay my next water bill. Okay.
No.
You can't really take this, sir. What are you talking about? Okay, I'm just prepaying. It's like,
you can be in credit with like your energy companies, but you can't sort of like, oh, hey, mate, if I give you 200, can you not charge us next month? No.
Just saying stuff that sounds possible for people that will believe it. That's all. Only people he has to prove is the people that give him money, guys. So, the real fans have to believe it, and they're easy to prove anything, I guess. But yeah, so are you impressed by this one? Well, Steve, if you think your theory is correct, this would involve Phil setting this up like this person insinuated. Slash Enthusiast.
There is no depth that Phil can go to now. Phil has used the health and potential death of his parents to scam people out of money. So I am not impressed by any depths he can sink to anymore. I haven't been since then and Panda, really. So
yeah.
No. I'm not impressed.
Can you imagine next year we get the story of, remember when I helped out Cat with a tire? We weren't even together then.
Yeah. yeah. It was a favor I did to her.
Favor, yeah. I even tipped the Uber driver. Like, what the fuck? People thought I was an asshole.
No, it's Luke saying you don't like this.
Sweet.
Yeah,
Cats don't like sweet.
Yeah.
The second part of the question is something that I'm interested in hearing your guys' thoughts about. Does he rehearse the begging segments? Which I'm 100% sure he does, because he's watched so much wrestling that he knows when he has to cut a promo like this, you need to kind of work it up in your mind before that. When you have to make a major announcement or something like that, when you hype it up, you got to get it ready in your mind. You have to load it up. And I'm sure he's done it in the past. There's plenty of, like, you can go back to his back taxes stuff, like 2017, whatever, when he was begging for like $16,000. All of that was I wouldn't say rehearsed, but it was prepared.
Yeah, he has his checkpoints, doesn't he? He has his things I need to mention during this bit. Like we saw it in the interview, points I must bring up. You know, so yeah, you need to know this one's at SummerSlam. It's taking place on this day, and it's in this arena. Yeah, He might not rehearse it to the line, but he'll have his points he wants to hit, definitely.
Yeah, and it seems pretty clear that he's thinking about his excuses for like what happened with the money that came in and why he couldn't. He clearly saw that there was people talking about getting a new PC. So even before the stream started, there he is in chat saying, "You're right there, guys. Just paying 2 quick bills." He literally said that. So he's clearly thinking about the excuses before they it comes up, sort of thing.
Yeah. What was that? I think it was a fucking El Crimson King video that had on the side of the TV said like lies to remember and then like a list.
Yeah, it's the it's the one that's not the hospital visit. There is another one.
That one. Yeah, that's
break up. Yeah.
It's like that would not surprise me at all if that's a real thing. Like now he has to remember his car story now, right? Because if he just says one thing out of line, people are gonna jump. Well, he's gonna say like, "There's what?" Because I forgot something so small like that. What the fuck? He's gonna say that. But Dominic makes a good point here. I want to ask about this, guys. What do you think of thoughts on this? The parking is obviously atrocious, right? But is there any chance the car had to be moved to change the tire? Right, so it was in a correct spot.
Is it like that?
There's writing on this paper.
That's how I need to remember what I need to mention later. Right, so I'll mention the bills.
So what about that, boys? Is there a chance of that, car enthusiast? I'm not a car enthusiast. I don't know anything about cars, but could they maybe have to move the car to put a tire on? Chad, I know you'll be able to answer this more than I don't think any of us are real car guys, but that seems possible to me as a layman, as a layperson. What do you think, guys?
You wouldn't need to. You're just lifting it up, aren't you? Unless, like, the next car is parked, like, right next to it, so you can't, like, literally get down between the two. And you wouldn't have been, there anyway. I don't know. I don't see why you would. You just lift up. You don't necessarily move it around or shift it a bit. I don't know.
What I assumed, but I never thought about that. So, Sam, looks like you have an opinion here. Seems weird or possible?
I'm zoned out. Sorry.
God damn it, Sam.
Too much tire talk now.
PlayStation.
Are you tired?
All right, Rick. Quick, guys. No one is talking about is Kat parked in the middle of 4 parking spots. She deserves to have all 4 cars stolen. That's fine thought. Someone might see that and say that's our target. She clearly. I just don't. Go ahead, Rick.
It crossed my mind that somebody really petty could have done this, where it's like he saw the way she parked and it was like, I'm not going to key her car. I'm not going to leave a note. I'm going to snatch one of her tires just to teach her a lesson. Something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know that. See, that sort of works if you just leave the tire there. It's a bit like you want to frustrate them and annoy them, but not like commit a crime against them. So it's like technically you didn't. It's not against the law to remove a tire. You can say, I thought it was bald. I thought it looked flat. So, I helped them out. But, just leave it there and go. Just to wind her up. Yeah. But stealing it would be a bit... Because I know some people do. You'll get like... some people will put like the locks on the wheels when people park in illegal zones, or if they're parking in the wrong place. They'll do that. Or, they'll like find some way to lock up the door or leave like... I think my favorite ones these are really, really petty, but they're hilarious, is when people cover the car in Post-it notes, just to make it show
like stupid shit.
That sort of thing, like, yeah. But because I've seen people do it, like they'll do the disabled sign on people who park in disabled bays. So that sort of stuff I understand, but like nicking the tire takes it a bit too far for me. So
yeah. That's not like a prank. It's kind of hardcore. Dark Seed of Flow has a good idea, a good thought. What if Kat got in the car, takes off, someone stops and says, "Hey, you got a flat tire." And she obviously stops the car right wherever the fuck it is. That would give credence to Steven's theory. This is now we need a name for that because everything has to have a name or it doesn't count. Doesn't matter. So please think of a name.
The flat tire theory.
Flat tire theory. We got to hype that up a little bit more. But all right, Sam, let's get to the next one.
Cool. Yeah, this is Lord Fango.
Big ups, that being said, Lord Fango back once again with another burning question and a couple of thoughts. Apologies if my microphone is really bad. I'm genuinely convinced that something's going on behind the scenes that we are not aware about. Whether it's health related, which I reckon it is, to relationship related. He's been incredibly erratic. From missing a day stream a couple of weeks back for an emergency appointment, which, by the way, he refused to talk about, to absolutely refusing to talk about drama. I think it's all beginning to catch up with him. I'm sure you've already spoken about this in a great deal of detail tonight, but is something happening between him and Kat? Why else would he randomly decide to start name-dropping her during his streams?
Thank you, sir.
I reckon he's trying to justify their relationship to his audience. Something's happening behind the scenes, and Phil feels the need to reaffirm their relationship to the entire world. When Kat came home sick the other day, I reckon it made her realise just how much time Phil spends online. Instead of turning off the stream to help look after her, he decided to carry on with his games. Anyway, my question this week is, if you could give Phil a bit of relationship advice, then what would it be?
Ooh.
Go ahead, Sam.
Stream once a day and spend some fucking time with your wife.
I'll go next. Find someone you love and try to be with them instead of someone you hardly know. Meerkat, relationship mogul.
Nah, give her a pill, and you take that pill too, and have fun. I mean, that's it. Just do a bunch of drugs and have fun, dude, and go outside and tweak out in public. I don't know. I guess because, like I said earlier, we assume a lot about their relationship dynamic that we hardly know anything about. They might actually be soulmates because you see them, and like Tevin said, they're both like equally stupid. They're both Patrick and Patrick. They're not even SpongeBob and Patrick. They're just two Patricks. And also Tevin said, when you're in a relationship, when you're married, you're supposed to be both collectively less stupid together. And they're both just like more stupid together. So maybe they actually are soulmates, and maybe there's no relationship advice that I can give him that's going to apply to him. So just like take some drugs and have fun. I don't know. Smoke some weed or something. Drink together. I don't know. Get fucked up and listen to Skyrim music. Whatever rows your boat, man. I don't know.
That's what the people that stole the tire were trying to do. Come on. All right, Steve.
Yeah. I've got a playlist. I think you should watch it.
Ooh.
That's my advice to them.
There we go. T-Dog is the one that dropped the picture lore that went nuts. I mean, that tweet went crazy, D-Dog, with the analysis of the shadows. D-Dog says, unless it was on a hill, yes, it would move. But first, shout outs to Ryan. I mean, Jinx with a $100 tip. Let's get that on the leaderboard. Okay, so we moved the car. Yeah, that's exactly how it went, by the way. It's just ridiculous. Good question there. I like that question, thinking about the relationship advice of Phil. But yep, let's go to the next one, Samuel, please.
Okay. Fucking hell, Dominic.
Dominic, legend. Thanks, man.
Right. Here is
Congratulations, too. D-Dog.
Hey guys, my apologies if this has already been covered by another message, but I'm pretty familiar with how auto insurance claims work. And theft of a wheel is something that would absolutely be covered by Phil's policy, provided he carries comprehensive coverage on the policy. Most policies do offer comprehensive coverage. The deductible is generally smaller than your collision coverage. So the deductible for a comprehensive loss is generally $100 to $250, somewhere in there. Phil should have started by calling the insurance company. They would have given him a body shop where he could have had the car brought or towed. And they could have put him in a rental car if he has that coverage on his policy for a specified amount per day while the car is actually being fixed. He did not need to wait until a police report had been filed to file an insurance claim. You can file the claim and you can provide them with the agency name and the police report number once it's been filed. But the insurance company is not going to require that any investigation or resolution be done or reached, simply because nobody investigates these lawsuits. This is going to be something that is going to be filed for records only. There's not going to be an officer assigned to it. Nobody's going to go pull the security camera footage. Nobody cares. So the correct order of operations on this is Phil should have filed an insurance claim. He should have filed a police report. He should have brought the car wherever the insurance company told him, and he would have been without a car for a couple of days and probably been put in a rental car while this whole thing was done, all for the grand total of about $100 or $250. Okay, great show. Bye.
That was
amazing
splash.
call. Amazing call. You're too smart for Phil's thinking. Phil will take any route, explain any route that involves the least work, every single situation. What do we call it? Occam's razor or something?
Occam's razor. No, that's if there's like two competing theories. The one that assumes that Phil is lying is the most likely.
Okay, yeah. We need a new name for this. But he'll always take the option that requires the least work, and not calling is the least work. So he says, like, yeah, they got to fill out a police report. That's such bullshit. When you get in the car accident, like, all right, we got to wait for the police to take care of this before we get insurance involved. You call right the fuck away. But every human that doesn't call their dad about this stuff would know that. But I guess dad didn't tell him right away on that.
Yeah. And this is the thing I really like about this whole detractor community thing. We have people just coming up and saying, hey, I'm knowledgeable about this sphere of doing stuff. Here's how he's bullshitting or he's inept, and here's how you can fix it. And he could have had a community similar to this, but he decided to just take the easy way out and create a community of deadheads and infantile adults that can't really help him out with anything other than just throwing money at him as he throws money at the issue. And it's all just like an endless pit of bullshit and nonsense, just throwing money at stuff. And nothing productive is actually achieved in the end of the day. And he learns nothing. And we just learned a bunch of stuff. I don't even have a car. I ride a bicycle. And I learned so much about car bullshit in the last 2 days just because of this old fart. I don't mean you, ALP. I'm sorry.
I'm younger than Phil. No need to say that. I'm younger than Phil.
That's the most karmic part of all this, because at least half of us were his audience at the time, and they might still have been his audience had he not been such a knob. But the sort of takeaway that I have from this message is Phil doesn't have insurance then, because he's hesitant to talk about the police report. He's wishy-washy about insurance, which, like, now that it's because I don't drive either, but thinking of all the drivers that I do know, they all know stuff like this, and when they've been involved in like crashes or accidents or had problems, the first thing they do is insurance. To call them up. So, like, some people, depending on like the scheme of the coverage you've got, you might get a rental car straight away. They will tell you to, here's the garage to go to get these parts fixed. And so why you wouldn't do that now suddenly doesn't seem to make any sense to me, unless you didn't have insurance in the first place. So
it's the wishy-washiness of there is definitely strange. And insurance, if you're paying it, right, it's just there to make you not pay as much money. But is this because he wants to be victim hard? Every time someone in his chat said like insurance, he was quick to like downplay that. Well, insurance, you never know, it's just a thing, it's like, who knows? It's not like, some ambiguous thing that there aren't like direct numbers for that you can validate in a second. It's not like, a poem that you're trying to like interpret different ways. It's like the Quran. It's like, these are the numbers that you give, and this is how much you pay. And you can get a rental car for 3 days. It's like, there's very direct rules, but he's very much trying to get you to believe that it's not like that. It's like, well, you never know. They might do it. They might not. It's not, that's not how insurance can operate or ever operates. It's just muddy in the waters. But we do have to say, Midnight Ryan coming in hot again. Oh my God, dude. Midnight Ryan. Thanks so much, my friend. Oh, excuse me. Midnight Lobster. Sorry about that. Sorry.
Midnight Lobster has to send us some emails to verify he's not going to charge back all these memberships, dude. Come on. We need to know your real name and address in case something bad happens and we can call the cops.
Yes. We have your
Are
number.
are these the same cops that only do human trafficking, or are these the ones that will turn up to a closed community within seconds to escort any trespassers out of there with lethal force if necessary?
Yep.
So I just want to be sure which ones we're getting.
Well, we can accuse him of member trafficking. That should fit into the human trafficking thing.
All right, it's his. Let's see, what time is it? 6:07. Sam, could we get to one WPIG? It's promise on topic. It's on topic here.
Let's do it.
WPIG coming in hot. Rambo Bambo.
Which one is it? Sorry.
It is the DSH. Dark Side something. Yep.
Here it
Speaking
is.
of Rambo Bambo, you can now buy your own WPIG mug.
Yes, I
That's
have
it.
here.
Link is in the description. There you go. Chill.
I don't know, Rambo. WPIG. Go ahead. You might hear
Here we
that
go.
in a second.
The following announcement has been paid for by WPIG.
Very short one today. Very short. Rambo Bambo McGee here, ready to squirt, and you know it's going to hurt. And today we got a hell of a show for you. At 9 o'clock today, we got the most famous makeup tutorial maker in the land, or should I say on YouTube, Chaos Realm 01 in the house. That's not it though. Then at 10, we got OnlyFans star Luna Mills, and she's here to talk about her new book, Never Say the H, which is all about how to stay safe as a cam girl in 2023. As you might have heard on the news, she recently had a very traumatic experience with a Canadian gentleman that was just creeping around her house, mailing her bodily fluids. It was a whole mess. And now she wants to take the knowledge she learned to help other people that are trying to make a living on OnlyFans. And I think it's a great cause. So we'll be talking to her a little bit later on the show, 10 o'clock hour. 9 o'clock hour is Chaos Realm 01. But before we get to our guest, though, our UK producer, Sam, is asking we have to play a few more ads. I'm sorry, guys, but we have to keep the lights on around here, right? So we're going to do a quick ad here. Let's just get it out of the way now, and then we'll get to the fun interviews. But which ad do we need to play, Chu?
I don't know, Rambo.
Okay, well, I think it's this one. I'll take a shot. Let's take a quick listen. It's not very long, and we'll see you on the other side of this.
Fuck you. Seriously. Fuck you. You're a worthless piece of shit.
Is that the kind of thing you need to hear more of? How about this?
Fuck you and your mother. Really. Fuck you and your mother.
Then son, kid, boy, do I have something special to share with you today. For just $16.51 a minute, give one of our Dark Side agents a call. They will provide you with meaningful interactions, as long as you call during our available times, and your name is not Keemstar. No one wants to live a life filled with confidence and happiness, right? No one wants to feel a sense of belonging and a sense of community, right? Call now for conversations that will knock you down a few pegs. For example, maybe you just had a close family member die, and you're finally beginning to get back to normalcy. Give one of our Dark Side agents a call to get yourself feeling like shit in seconds.
Wow. Well, good for you. Maybe you're a stronger human than me. Then maybe you're a better person than me. Good for you. Go run your own stream and everyone could go watch it. This is my stream. People want to know why I wasn't here, and I'm being honest. Enough of this.
Our Dark Side agents are experts at listening to your situation and then saying exactly what you need to hear to put yourself right back down to level 1. Here's an example. Let's say you ran an 83-yard punt return at your high school football game. You're probably feeling pretty good, right? Feel like you accomplished something. Well, give one of our Dark Side agents a call to get a response just like this.
Ran a punt for a touchdown. Fuck you. And it was at the end of the field, an 83-yard run. This shit doesn't happen. 83-yard punt return. Fuck your mother. Right, a dirty fucking twat.
We love repeat customers, and we'll tailor each experience for whatever situation you're in. And of course, we'll welcome you in the way you deserve to be welcomed.
Captain Cocksucker's back, everybody. Aren't you excited? Aren't you excited? Fucking giant flatulating pussy. He's a queef. The human queef. That's what I'm going to call this guy from now on. The human queef. Because that's exactly what the fuck he is.
Call one of our Dark Side agents today so we can provide you with the meaningful interactions you deserve. Remember, happiness is a mindset. Unhappiness? That's just a phone call away. The Dark Side Agent Hotline is waiting for you.
Fuck you. You're a worthless piece of shit.
Thanks. I needed that. There we go. WPIG. That I could not believe he says the T word many times. So I knew when I heard that T word, I was like, okay, that's a good idea. I'm going to use that. There we go. WPIG in the house. Thanks so much.
The pronunciation, man, is something else.
Thank you. Oh yeah, Tony T said I need to add the clip "Go Die in a Fire." Yeah, there's many options. Oh my God, there's whole compilations on YouTube about different ways he's criticizes his fans. So it's definitely good. And the
Quick question.
Yes.
The human queef, was that? Didn't he call that Keemstar at one point?
I believe he called Keemstar a queef. I can't confirm or deny it was a human queef, but I think queef implies that it is human because can animals queef is a question I've never thought about. Maybe Sam, you might know. I don't know.
Specialty slider burgers.
Fantastic. All right, let's try to get some messages going, Sam. Let's see how many we can get through. Tire related, if you see them, yeah, because these tire ones are going to be dead soon.
Okay, well, we may not have many left then, tire related, unless, hang on. No, I think we're good. Okay. Let's do Vinny Meatballs.
Hello, that being said, it's Jimmy the Chode, a voice from the past of this show. I have a theory that's been wandering around my head for a while now, and it's I've often wondered how Kat can treat her job very nonchalantly and very like she doesn't really seem to be priority driven when it comes down to her employer. And I think it's mostly because she works part-time, and it might also be because of laziness or what have you. But I'm reminded when Officer Sanders, a.k.a. Jenna, a.k.a. Officer Nasty, said that she has Asperger's. And I often wonder if she's on disability payments in the US for her Asperger's. Because I'm aware that Cobra, King Cobra JFS, and Chris Chan were also on disability payments while working, and they were earning a tugboat. They had a tugboat every month and still worked. I'm also kind of aware that you can earn, at least in the States, still receive disability payments while working, unless it's under a certain threshold. Just a little theory. Also, it's the way Phil talks about it being her money and saying it's her money. So,
okay, we'll play the second half, I guess. I like where he's going with this. Go ahead.
Cool. There you go.
Also, I just kind of wanted to add there that that's not anything against. I'm not saying it's bad that she's possibly earning disability. Obviously, if she's entitled to it, she's entitled to it, blah, 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 blah. If she's entitled to a tugboat, she gets a tugboat. That's perfectly fine. I'm not shitting on people who have welfare. It's perfectly fucking reasonable. Also, can she just fucking use public transportation instead of using your stupid fucking Toyota Camry for the entire fucking time? It's not that hard. Okay, just go on a bus. I know there might be literal crackheads shooting up on it every now and again, but priorities, fuckhead. You know, learn to ride a bike or something, unlike your husband. Sorry for the absence and sorry for the stupid messages. Love you all. Hugs and kisses. Bye, bye, bye.
Yeah, Jimmy's definitely, he used to be a every week kind of style caller, but hasn't been there for a while. Thanks so much, Jimmy. Definitely remember you and welcome your call. That's an interesting thought. Interesting thought, because like you said, yes, you can get disability, and you can continue to get disability if you make under a certain threshold. You know, people make fun of Kat for only working 3 days a week, but you know how you stay under a threshold to keep getting your disability check? You work 3 days a fucking week.
Right.
So that would put that to bed right there. That's not a bad theory right there. And if she does have Asperger's, maybe you can get disability on that. I don't know details about that, but that is an interesting theory Jimmy just dropped. And about the public transportation, before I let you boys have at it, Phil would never let his wife take a bus. Are you nuts? That's for peasants. What the fuck is wrong with you? Bus? Fuck out of here. She's not taking a wife of DSP on a bus? Crazy. But what's your?
She's also not going to take a bike. Someone could just come and punch her and take the bike. It wouldn't even be like a great bike. It'd just be a regular bike.
Someone stole her bike, you might say. Yes. But what are your thoughts there, boys, on that theory? Anybody want to take this one?
I guess
Steve,
we don't
yes.
know enough about the American disability welfare system to really comment further than.
I'm kind of
Yep.
kind of the same, to be honest.
I'm thinking it could be likely.
Okay.
I've never thought about it, but it's possible. But also, she would be making a pretty decent amount of money considering that he's the one who pays all the bills. Like, what does her money go to? Like video games? What else? Like what? I
You
don't
can
know.
get the special edition of Skyrim cheap nowadays. It's not going to be much cheaper.
It's the interesting thing is how Jimmy made me think about this. Maybe think yeah, oh shit, it's real. Is when he does talk about her money very weirdly, right? And if they were having to both have normal incomes, I don't think you'd say her money like that. But if it's welfare, disability money, it's a little bit different. Like that's her money. The state says is for you. That's yours. That might make you say that a little different, Like that got me thinking. I think this is a very, very believable theory that I don't think has been shared anywhere. But we need a name for that as well now. God damn it, so many names we got to make. So D-Dog says
I have a tier list maker.
Tier list for names. Tier list for so D-Dog says I have to pay for that and only air cons. Boy, I'll be broke by the end of the year, definitely. Brent Thompson, the question: DSP called dad because maybe he's on his insurance. I don't think that's legal past the age of 20-something. Let me see. I don't think so. I might be totally wrong there, but I believe I read that somewhere. But we'll check it out. But I guess that could be. I don't know. Chat, you know better than fucking me. So, is that possible to be in your parents' insurance when you're 40-fucking-1? That sounds
surely not. Surely not. Come on.
Stereo British style host saying surely not. All right, let's go, Sam. I'm sure the chat will let us know about that answer. But
yeah. Okay, here is Regis Filgin.
Hello again. Welcome to me asking you a regular question. So with Phil and the whole tire thing going on, he mentions that, oh, I didn't realize my wife had been texting me. How does this man who is constantly checking his phone to verify the validity of tips and with the emails they come from, how is he not seeing the text? Does he just have his wife on mute or something? I don't, it doesn't make sense. He looks at his phone constantly. Every stream, we've seen that. How does he see the PayPal email confirmations but miss multiple texts from the wife? He's got to have her on mute, right? What else could it be? Anyway, yeah, that's it. I am working on trying to bring Fillionaire back. I've got some road bumps. I've got to deal with the lawsuit that that Steve took out because I was too harsh on him about the whole back thing. So if you could drop that, I'd be really appreciative. But I am trying to work on getting it back. You can ask ALT because I always bitch about it to him. All right, that's it. Take care.
I'm working on Steve still to get that lawsuit dropped on you. But yeah, definitely looking forward to the next one. But no rush, of course, my friend. But yeah, it's an interesting thought there is that a man that is addicted to his phone, we've seen when that stream goes off, he goes to hunchback mode. How does he not see your own wife's woman's messages unless there's marital problems? I bring it back. Full circle. Full circle. I'm like an artist. Bringing it back. A speed skater around the track. Unless there's marital problems. Why would you not see your wife's text, Meerkat? Answer me that. Riddle me that, bitch. Riddle me that.
Because he only checks his phone when money comes through. When the possibility of money arises. Spending money or getting money. So that bitch, she can stay on mute. There's nothing more important than the stream when he's working. And checking his phone is always stream related. Checking tweets for the latest news story about insert video game here that's going to be bad and he's going to hate it. Check the phone. Tip comes through. Verify the validity. Check the phone. You need an emergency whale call? Check the phone. You know? That bitch crying about a spare tire? That's not important. We're streaming right now. Get out of here. Give her a pill.
But the reality is that he saw the messages and you can wait. Fuck it. I'm not asked. He's fine. You're not in any harm. Not at any rate. No one of no one of a certain ethnicity around you. No, you're fine then. Fuck it. You can wait until I'm done. I guarantee you, he would have been like, "You're not near a Burger King, are you?" No, great.
Jesus, Steve out of nowhere. Random super out of nowhere. Could you tell me the ethnicity of the people around you? Okay, that's fine. Oh, a little gray.
The security guard's white. Okay, fair enough.
Spitfire throwing more logs on this fire. He might have been able to stream because he was waiting for the Uber. All right, that would be fair enough. If he said that though, why wouldn't he say that with all these people bitching at him? Say go go go, right?
Yeah.
He
Why
would have
would
said
you
that.
stream? Would you be like, right? I've ordered the Uber. I'll quickly set up a stream now. Why wouldn't you do the stream thing first and then, I think they both have to be done and it's Phil. You do the stream first and then you call your Uber rather than I call the
That's
Uber
how Phil
and that
operates.
Yeah.
Doing it at the same
I
time.
have to tell everyone first, A tweet isn't going to be enough. A community post isn't going to be enough. I need to address this directly.
God, it's an interesting thought, but I really think if that was true, he would happily share that because that means he's off the hook.
Wouldn't the stream have ended with, guys, I've got to go, my Uber's here?
Good point too. Yeah, that's a good point too.
I don't think he did. So,
yeah, he would be telling us all the time that guys, I cut out at any time. I just got to go and the Uber's here. Like he would be saying that shit.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's true.
Guys, I see you all saying go in stream. I am waiting for my Uber. I'm not here out of free will. I'm waiting for my Uber. That's all. He would have said that, but
debunked. Get
Good
fucked.
point.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Now,
Next
fucking
message,
shut
please,
up in
Sam.
chat. Try me today, chat. Try
me. She's not bleeding out. Just give her a pill and chill. Good point, Ghost Hunter.
Yeah, you don't want to be trying out Steve. He's throwing around lawsuits and shit. You don't want to try him out. He's for real.
Don't try him. Don't try him. Regis Philgen is up to his neck in lawsuits because of Steve.
What happens when you slander me on your game show? Sorry, but I'm just saying.
Just be careful. Be careful, all right? All right, let's do one or two more, Sam, please.
Well, it looks like we've just got this last one from the last day, which is potentially it may not even be tire related, but let's find out. Here it is.
Hey guys, it's a podcast. Let's get this week. Our focus is going to be on the OIC streak as well as the car question as something suspicious and not just talk about cat's vagina, even though it's probably a lot of
Wait, what?
it's about hypothetical tuna.
Cut. I could you understand it?
No.
Only thing I could tell apart is cat's vagina, and that's when I clocked out.
As usual, that's when I clocked in. But anyways, let's go to the next one.
I would just say, Michael, this is cool and all, but try and bring the auto tune down and keep the dry signal a little bit so we can actually hear what you're saying.
Yes.
Also, this is a vocoder, not auto tune.
And that as well. Yeah.
Oh, damn! Do not try Meerkat today. He will fuck you up.
Throwing around lawsuits. We're shooting up lawsuits every way.
I like the creativity though, but yeah, just tune it down a bit. It'll be good.
Okay.
Yes.
So this may be tie related. It just says yesterday, so we'll see. Here it is. To Steve from Frank M.
Oh, direct style.
Oh, nice.
Damn it. Yeah. How many hours ago was this drop? How many hours ago?
It doesn't say.
Yesterday.
Oh, it does. No, it just says yesterday.
Okay.
I think it is. I think it's.
What did you say? I think Ryan.
Well, none of them make any sense at this point. It doesn't matter what we said. It could be anything.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's just I'm gonna fuck someone up or something, but it's probably not.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be something like Italian hair.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's going to be like an Italian hair thing, or possibly the incorrect use of percentile.
Yeah.
Quite close.
Right. I'll say Ryan.
Italian hair.
I'm gonna say toe guy.
Here we go.
Well, Steve, take the payday over self-respect. Go for it.
Yeah.
Directly at Steve.
Bro.
Nice.
That was
That was a
great.
good one.
That was one of the
inaccurate.
best.
Not inaccurate either, so good one.
Oh, here's an idea. Here's how we can end the show. If we're out of tire messages, we could end it on a Derekisms finish to the show. What do
Yeah,
you
man.
boys say to that? That's a great way to finish. Leaves you with just a fresh feeling, feeling good about life and ready to coom. So let's put that on, please.
Let's do it.
Fresh
Derek
feeling all
is-
over your face.
All over. Bob Starsky, of course.
Hello.
makes this.
Sir Robert Starsky here with another episode of Derish Isms. This is a two-parter, so get prepared for part 1 from the 22nd of May 2023. Yes, British style
God.
date, where Derish was in the chat of a camera girl named Raven. Raven, say, Derish, I want your delicious cum all over my beautiful face, please. Raven, you missed my sentence that you have to read. Do you want me to repost it again? Raven, may I please see your beautiful tattoos? Your tattoos are 100 out of 10. Raven, I have something for you to read it. When you see my comment, can you read it please for me? Raven, it is Derish. May I please come all over your beautiful face? I am asking you for permission first. Raven,
Nice
you missed
guy.
my question in chat. I am really sad right now. Raven, is it okay if I ask you a question, if you don't mind? Raven, is it okay if I ask you a question, if you don't mind me asking? Raven, may I please come all over your beautiful face? Raven, can you say my name? Say my name, Raven? I love it when you say my name. Gets my cock really hard. Raven, it is Derish. I give your body 100 out of 10 rating. Raven, it is Derish. If I was in the porn industry, you would be the first person I would work with. Raven, why do you keep missing my comments? Can you tell Derish to stroke his cock, please, Raven? It is Derish. May I come all over your beautiful face, Raven? Raven, it is Derish. If I was in the porn industry, you would be the first person I would work with.
We're
Raven,
just about
you're
halfway.
making me mad. Raven, I am really mad. Raven, if I was in the porn industry, you would be the very first porn star I would work with. Raven, if I was in the porn industry, you would be the very first porn star I would work with. Raven, if I was in the porn industry, you would be the very first porn star I would work with. Raven, if I was in the porn industry, you would be the very first porn star I would work with. Raven, do you miss your animals? What pet do you have? I really want a small dog myself. Raven, do you miss your animals? What pets do you have at home? Raven, do you miss your animals? What pets do you have at home? I'm curious to know. What animals do you have, Raven? What animals do you have, Raven? I'm really curious to know. What animals do you have, Raven? I am
This is
really curious to
scary.
know. Raven, it is Derish. That was my question, BTW. That was my animal question you answered, Raven. Thank you for answering it. That was my animal question you answered, Raven. Thank you for answering it.
Dude.
Raven, can you please tell me to stroke his cock? I only do what you tell me to do. You're not saying my name enough, Raven. It is Derish. May I please come all over your beautiful face, Raven? It is Derish. May I please come all over your beautiful face, Raven? I am asking you permission first. May I please come all over your beautiful face, Raven? Raven, pretty please tell me to stroke his cock. I am really desperate, Raven. Raven, pretty please tell me to stroke my cock. I am really desperate right now. Raven, pretty please tell me to stroke my cock. I am really desperate right now. Raven, pretty please tell me to stroke my cock. I am really desperate right now. Raven, please tell me to stroke my cock right now. Remember to say my name. Raven, I am waiting for you to tell me to stroke my cock, but you haven't told me yet. Raven, do I have permission to come all over your beautiful face today? Raven, do I also have your permission to come all over your beautiful face at the end of the live show? That concludes part 1 of the 22nd of May 2023. A big shout out to Steve of the Dead's dad. Do pray for your son. For his back, of course. He is not a degenerate. Good day.
Oh my god, dude. That one does not quit.
Do you know what's funny? Like,
Yeah.
like, I've seen the picture of all of that put together that he's obviously reading from, but when you hear it said aloud, it's like, man, it brings it home. With, like, insanity.
Like, of course, like, can you please ask him to jerk me off is kind of jarring, but like low key, the creepiest one is like, what animals do you have at home? Like, that's low key the worst because, like, dude, what are you thinking about that for? And then next sentence, you like, please give me permission. At least he's a gentleman, by the way, very gentleman. Will
Yeah.
you please give me
Consent
permission
is
to
key, yeah.
unload? Exactly. That's really important for him. And for me as well. So we kind of bonded on that.
I don't know why that's so funny. Someone just said shout out Ravens Dolphin. I don't know why that's
Yeah, he was really salty about this. He was talking about it today on stream. This motherfucker Derek's talking trash about me. You want to come on my face and shit.
Oh, dude, I got to make a bit with Raven and Sir Robert Starsky together.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Holy shit, man.
It's odd because it's like the normality of it split with like this is not the situation where you should, and that's Derish's problem. He doesn't understand social cues to the point where he doesn't realize this is inappropriate behavior. You know, so you occasionally get like these little glimpses of in Phil's chat, hey Phil Disney, hey Phil Disney, hey Phil Disney,
Yeah.
Mill State Miami 4, hey Phil Disney, you know, and then and in the other chats, it's like, hey, can I come on your face? Hey, can I come on your face? What, by the way, what did you get up to? What did you have for breakfast this morning? Hey, can I come on over? It's so jarring. Like, Derek, look, it's not that hard. Like, I know that's probably part of the actually for you, it probably is at that time, but it's like it shouldn't be all the time. Like,
and another one. Remember, he said like, "You just answered my question. That was my question, Raven. That was my question. Derek's question." That shows some serious issues. I mean, it goes without saying, but like social thing, right? You know,
it's probably because it's like marked ones in there, like spamming the chat.
Thanks for answering my question, Raven. Yeah.
It's like when you again the sort of like overwhelming volume of it, and the fact that he needs his bit. He's not getting what he wants. He's not getting you to say his voice. He's not getting you to say his name. Sorry, the right way. So it's like you answered the question. That was my question, though. You should, instead of saying like, you know, oh, I've got a dog. I used to have 2 dogs, but I've had to, you know, one lives with my parents now, or whatever. You didn't say Derek has asked this. Well, Derek, you know, that's what he's not getting. And that's why it's like, yeah, that was my question. That was my question. And she's like, expecting it to go, yes, Derek, that was your question I answered. I hope you're happy you answered, or whatever. You know, it's just relentless. It's like, like I'm honestly thinking of him as like omnisexual. Like, he don't care what, like animal, vegetable, mineral. He'll fuck anything. You know, as long as it says his name properly at the end and lets him come all over.
Who
But
among
yeah,
us? Just kidding.
relentless.
All right, but that's it.
Seeing it, you read it, and you're like, well, that's pretty bad. But then hearing each one,
Yeah, hearing it is making it way worse. Yeah, this is a great bit because it just you really feel the repetitive scariness of it, right? Like that's
He's threatening part 2 as well. Look.
yes.
Yeah,
This is only part 1. This is only part 1, guys. So part 2 could happen if you want it. You guys asked for this. You guys love this. I know that. You guys fucking love it. So, anyways,
And
that'll do
also,
for this show. Yeah, go ahead, please.
just because you mentioned it right at the end there, my dad's just discovered today that we have a speak pipe. So,
Oh, sweet.
no. It's like, because now every time I'm going to see him, I think, is that really Brad
Steve's dad.
Birmingham, or is that?
Email me, please, and I want you to read one of these, and that would be some content.
No, God, no, God, Jesus.
All right. That being said, that's it for the show. We still got Q&A to get to, guys. I know the 4K special Q&A. We're definitely going to do that. We got a shit ton of messages to get to, and we also got tournament to get to. So we're going to get to all this stuff, I promise. But content, for that being said, does not end. After the show, Sam is going live. Maybe Meerkat's there. Maybe Steve's there. Maybe I'll be there later. We'll see. Also, tomorrow, Flare Up. We're going to do the new songs of the week. And also, we're going to cover the actual forums that Phil was an asshole on. I have found them. 2003 posts we're talking about here, gentlemen and ladies. 2003 Phil is in there. And I don't know how to cover. I'm just going to read it as much interesting shit as I can find. But I promise you some gold I found already. The word Japs is thrown around like it's nothing. Japs. I can't wait to beat the Japs. Oh, it's good. But we'll see you tomorrow. We'll see you tomorrow for that. But Sam is going live now, so go please watch Sam now. And we'll see you on Sunday, of course. Don't know who the fuck the guest is going to be. Don't know anything, but we'll see you then. Final words, please, from Meerkat.
I am tired. I am exhausted. And after this last part, I'm just going to go jack off and go have a nap. See you guys around.
Steve, please.
I hope you really appreciate it, mate. But yeah, go watch my video. Like a proper
Yes, I didn't say that. New video. I'm an asshole. New video from Steve coming out, and it's an old school. Last video you dropped last week was just a little bit of a teaser. This is the full experience. So get on that. Get on that. It's
We
live
had a
now.
busy
Get on.
day yesterday, didn't we? All 4 of us were.
Yep, we're all in action, taking over the internet. One Derek message at a time. All right, Sam, please send us home.
Okay, I haven't got a wheel pun, but I've got this. I enjoyed quite a bit.
Let's relax. Let's have games. Let's have a good interactive time style vibes here.
Good interactive style time.
Holy shit. That's amazing.
All right.
Bye,
Go
everyone.
watch Steve's video. Yep.
Watch Steve's video.
This one goes out to the one and only, the big cat, the fat cat. Big ups. I first saw you in Burger King. You took 2 seats 'cause that ass is way too big. Had a boyfriend, I realized, but you told him lies with your raccoon eyes. The DoorDash is here. Wipe away your tears. Got you extra fries, and they taste just right. Have no fear, there's no trolls here. Kevin made you cry with those raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Kevin made you cry with those raccoon eyes. Take you power walking on the beach, feasting on some sushi like you were.
I actually don't think clicking like on a live stream helps at all. So it really doesn't matter if this stream gets 100 likes or 2. I don't think it affects it.
I can watch you play Skyrim all day this week. Have no fear, there's no trolls here. Kevin made you cry with those raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Kevin made you cry with those raccoon eyes.
In reality, like I tell you guys, every day when I wake up, that's the best day of my life. I feel like this next day is awesome. I have a beautiful wife who I love so much. She loves me, and a family, Jasper, and you know the things we get to do together. You know, I definitely want more time with them and more family time. But I absolutely love my life today compared to how it used to be. Seriously, all those years back then, you'd be like, it's a whirlwind of crap. It was me. And by the way, I've told you guys about my past. I used to drink way too much. I would be drinking constantly, all the time, because I was so stressed out. Honestly, when I started with this whole thing, I was depressed many years ago, a decade ago. I didn't like my life or anything. And basically, liquor was the way to kind of get through that. It was, I hate my life. I hate who I am. So let me just drink it all away and just keep pumping out fucking YouTube videos. I don't have to do that shit anymore. Like, I'm happy with who I am. I think I'm going to be reacting to a lot of online gameplay digital style things.